My name is Sima. I am 43 years old, happily married to Yaniv, and a proud mother of 4 amazing children. I was born and raised in the city of Sderot, and I lived there my entire life. Sderot is not just my home, it is my identity, my community, and the place where I have experienced the deepest pain and the greatest resilience. On April 16, 2001, the first rocket was fired from Gaza and hit the road. That single Qassam rocket marked the beginning of our pain. It was the first of many rockets fired into the city over than 20 years, changing our city and our lives forever. More than 18 years ago, my husband Yaniv was severely injured by a direct hit from Qassam rocket that struck our home. He spent a full year in hospital, suffering from 3-degree burn on over 14% of his body. This injury changed the reality of our lives. It was a great break for us, but also a turning point in which we rediscovered our strength and the power, expanded our family, built a new home, and acquired higher education with the help of the foundation. And then came October 7, a day we will never forget. Yaniv went to Simchat Torah prayers in the early morning. About an hour and a half before the heavy gunfire began and before more than 15 terrorists entered the road, armed and determined to kill anyone they came across. At 6:29, the rocket attack began. For you to better picture the situation, understand that our home is located 500 meters from the border with Gaza. The children and I went down to the safe room, and immediately rumors began to come in that terrorists were in the city. For 2 hours, that seems like eternity, we waited for Yaniv to arrive from the synagogue. By a great miracle, Yaniv managed to return home alive, wearing a talit and holding a book of Dvarim in his hand. Even though was a car full of terrorists 14 meters away from him. There is no doubt that God providence saved him. Unfortunately, many others in the city of Sderot were unable to escape and were murdered. 59 people murdered that day. That Shabbat, we were forced to lock ourselves in the safe room with the scared children, without food or water, and unable to live, with a real fear that cannot be described in words. Yaniv and I made sure to keep the safe room handle closed for more than 16 hours and through all the night, fearing that terrorists who were a short distance from our home would decide to enter the house, as happened in some of the nearby settlements. In all those moments, Karine was in constant contact with us and did not leave us. She felt our pain and worried from afar. She even cried with me. After 48 hours, we decided to leave the city as far as possible to the city of Eilat. There, we stayed for several months, far from home, family, and friends. The immediate evacuation was made possible thanks to the Foundation assistance in the financing the first week in Eilat. It was a difficult, confusing, and painful time, but one in which we discover how much light can be found in this darkness. Life in Sderot since October 7 has not been easy. There are very loud sounds of war. There is a constant worry about the worst and fear of rockets coming from Gaza. In the midst of all those challenges, Adopted Family Foundation never left us for a moment. This organization does not help just for a moment. It is always there and throughout the year. With our regular activities, emotional support, communities evening, project for adopting families from San Diego, and all this with a huge heart and one desire to hug. Last January, the organization gave us an extraordinary experience, a retreat in Cyprus. An empowering and a relaxing experience, one that held the soul, connect with the inner self, and stop the race of life. This trip connect all the families supported by the foundation into one group that supports each other. And tonight, I wanted to say thank you, a huge thank you. To Karim, I really don't words to describe what you truly are to us. You make sure to embrace each and every one of us as we were your children. You are one big heart that always here for us all year round. To all the wonderful people who work with her, thank you for being there for us. And to the amazing family who host us, accept us, open their home and their heart, we really don't have words to thank you. We love you, we appreciate you, and we don't forget what you are to us. And finally, dear guest, I appeal to you, please continue to support this wonderful organization so that it can continue to give us the support is so important to us. Thanks to you, we know that we are not alone. Thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. I'm Israel Chai.